Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This is among the many commonly asked interview questions during the interviewing process by your potential employer. Join me in this discussion as we unpack some of the best ways to align your response to what the interviewer or the potential employer expects to hear when you're responding to this question. My name is Mary Amondo, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing, and I'm glad to be joined by Evelyn, one of our interview coach, who will be expounding more on this subject. Thank you, Evelyn, for joining.
Thank you, Mary, so much for having me here.
Great. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Right.
Of course, before you respond, now in the interviewing context, I know this is one of the commonly asked interview questions.
Right.
And sometimes it finds candidates off guard.
Right.
What exactly are employers typically looking for in response to this question?
Yes. Okay, Mary. So interviewers are usually looking for to gauge your long-term career aspirations, and also to assess whether your goals align with the company's vision and even the potential growth opportunities for that particular company. And also they want to see if you have a clear sense of direction and if you also possess potential capabilities to contribute to the success of that particular organization. Yes, Mary.
Interesting. When formulating my response to this question, are there key points to consider to have in mind?
Right. Yeah, there are key points that you need to consider while giving out your answer in response to this question. The number one tip is to demonstrate your ambition, express your desire for growth and even advancement in that particular organization. And secondly, show alignment. And you can do this by, of course, expressing how your skills, experiences, and even just qualifications align with the overall organizational objectives. So the third point is being realistic, whereby you give out attainable goals given the time frame as well as your current qualification. And lastly, it's showing ongoing continuous learning. So it is good to bring out your commitment to professional development, learning opportunities, and how you also plan to acquire new skills and knowledge.
You started by mentioning demonstrating your ambitions.
Right.
And I know when you ask even me where I see myself in the next 5 years, I might be demonstrating my ambitions and I appear over-ambitious.
Right.
Now, how can I be able to strike a balance between demonstrating my ambitions and also ensuring that my career goals are realistic?
So when it comes to striking a balance between being ambitious and also being realistic at the same time, first of all, you have to set goals that are both challenging and attainable based on your current trajectory. And it is also important to consider market trends, potential career paths, skills and experience you need to be able to acquire those goals. So by presenting a well thought out plan with measurable achievements, it will now give you room to showcase your ambition, but you have to remember to stay grounded in reality. Yes, Mary.
Interesting. Depending on the industry or the role that I'm being interviewed for, are there different approaches to responding to this question?
Yes, there are quite different approaches depending on the industry and the job role that you are applying for. Now, for instance, in a creative role, you're required to show more desire in, of course, taking up more on significant projects and even leadership roles. While on the other hand, a technical role will require you to, of course, show your desire to mastering new technologies and even just being a subject matter expert. But it is important to remember to align your response to the specific requirements and expectations of that job or the industry that you are applying for. Yes,
so it still takes us back to the job description and really get to understand what role am I being interviewed for.
Yes, Mary.
Interesting. I know there's quite a lot when it comes to getting to understand the employer. Maybe we'll be discussing that in our next video.
Right, Mary.
Thank you for creating time.
Thank you so much, Mary, for having me here.
Great. Indeed, as I started by mentioning, this is one of the many commonly asked interview questions that you are most likely to encounter in an interview room. And as Evelyn has rightfully expounded on it, it is important to get to know what really do your potential employer expect from your response to this question. And that is why it is important to get to do your industry research, get to know how your own career goals align with what is expected of you in that new role, and how to strike a balance in demonstrating your ambitions and being realistic with your career goals. For these and more insights, we encourage you to reach out to us whenever you have any upcoming interviews, and we'll help you to get to know how best to handle these commonly asked interview questions. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.